So the last topic we're going to go over today is Callipyge. So remember back to our genetic abnormalities lab where we briefly went over this. So Callipyge is somewhat similar to what we see in double muscling in cattle. So there is increased muscularity, but there is no heterozygote like we see in double muscling. So if you look at the four sheep here, the two on the left do not have Callipyge, but the two on the right do have Callipyge. So if you look between the legs, you can see it's more rounded out in our sheep that have the Callipyge trait. And then if you look down their top line, you can also see that it's a little bit wider for our sheep that are more muscular due to Callipyge. So Callipyge typically isn't seen until they're 3 to 4 weeks old, and the ram it's been traced back to is solid gold. So Callipyge trait is caused by genomic imprinting. So with genomic imprinting, the effect of a gene depends on which parent the gene was inherited from. So for some imprinted genes, the gene is not expressed if it comes from one parent, but it is expressed if it comes from the other parent. So for example, it's only expressed if it comes from the sire, but not expressed if it comes from the dam. So for the Callipyge trait in particular, the Callipyge trait is only expressed if it comes from the sire and only the sire. So that means that the animal has to be a heterozygote for the Callipyge trait. So for this class, we're going to say that Callipyge is a capital C and normal is little c. So it'd have to be big C from the sire and little c from the dam. And then in this picture here, we see some sheep that are normal and some that express Callipyge. So this one here has Callipyge, this one does not. And the sheep here has Callipyge, while this one is normal. So here we have a chart that shows what genotypes will give us what phenotype. So 2 little c's from the sire and the dam will make the animal normal. A big C from the sire and a little c from the dam gives us Callipyge. A little c from the sire and a big C from the dam makes the animal normal. And then 2 big C's from the sire and the dam make the animal normal. Whenever you're doing these problems, I always recommend labeling what C is coming from what parent. That way you can keep it straight and determine whether an animal will have Callipyge or not. So remember, it's only if the animal gets a big C from the sire and it has to have a little c from the dam.